Hey everybody, my name is Luke Day. I am a sophomore legal communications major, psychology minor from Atlanta, Georgia.
How y'all doing? My name is Alex Caldwell. I am a junior PR and communications major from Houston, Texas.
And today we will be talking to you guys about porn.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Okay, to start, today, porn addiction or problematic pornography use affects approximately 3% to 6% of the adult population. Up to 65% of young adult men and 18% of young women report watching porn at least once a week, though this amount can be much higher. Porn addiction can lead to struggles with depression, social anxiety, loss of motivation, difficulties connecting with people, and an uncensored mind. Now knowing all of those effects, we have to ask, do you think porn is good or bad?
For me personally, I'm usually a gray area type of guy, so I think a lot of things are situational. But in this instance specifically, I'm gonna say pornography is bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And it's really just because of the effect it has on the mind. A lot of times it creates a false reality, specifically amongst young men. When you're watching porn, first off, it gives you the ability to continue scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until you feel like you find the perfect video. You find the perfect girl with the perfect butt or the perfect breast, whatever it is.
In real life.
That's not realistic at all. And just the reality is you're not gonna get to a place in life. It's really less than 1% of people that are actually going to be able to have sexual encounters with women like that look like how they look on these pornography sites in the first place.
Okay? You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy. Okay.
So I really just feel like it's fool's gold. It's setting you up for failure. How you feel about it, though?
Honestly, I'm kind of a gray area fellow myself. I believe like nothing can be good or bad for you. It's all about how you use it.
Boy, if you don't get...
Not in moderation is bad.
Yeah.
So if you do anything too much or too little, it can be bad for you.
Most
With that being said, obviously porn has a lot of effects on the brain that we don't even know yet.
Right.
Things that can affect like our real life scenarios, real life situations. And it's like people are constantly just watching this porn and not realizing like these things may really affect you later on in life.
Most definitely.
And so yeah, I feel like nowadays, porn is turning into bad, ultimately. Yeah.
Most definitely. So next, we want to get into some of the consequences of porn. What would you say are some of the consequences of porn that you've either experienced personally or just what you've experienced with your peers or in the community or society in general amongst young men, since it's young men talking to one another?
One of the biggest ones I would say, like, not that I personally experienced, but I've seen and heard about, is erectile dysfunction.
Damn!
Where your area would not function the same way that it did maybe even 5 years ago because you've been so used to this like unrealistic fantasy, we'll call it, of porn. And so now when you get into that real life situation with a real woman, you don't know how to handle yourself. You
Handle me? Who gon' handle me?
don't know what they like. You don't know how to develop that real intimacy. And so I feel like that's one of the biggest like consequences of watching porn. And also it will throw off your mind to a sense of wanting things that are just not realistic in a real situation.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think that's perfect that you said, and to hit on what Dr. P was talking about in class too, she even brought up how you might get in this situation, you're with a young lady, and all of a sudden you're not getting aroused, you're not getting quote unquote hard because she's not doing some silly
things
stuff
that you might have watched in the video.
But let me even take it a step further. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be just off the simple fact a girl doesn't have as big of breasts that you're used to seeing on pornography or as big of butt that you're used to seeing on pornography. So when you actually get in that encounter with a real life woman, you're not able to be turned on. You're not able to be aroused because your brain is tricking to, well, all women look like this. Another consequence of porn, I would say too, is you lose the ability to actually treat women or view women for how they really are. Appreciate them for how they really are. You objectify them. You're no longer just looking at how pretty their smile is, how pretty their teeth is, their eyes are, what their personality is, how their character is, how they make you feel at heart. It's all about...
What you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass.
Oh, dang, bro, she got a thing on her. Dang, like she got a rack.
She got the wagon. Yeah,
she got that wagon. He said that way too emphatically. You feel what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, that brother's starving.
But that's just really how it is. And while it might be fun and games while you know you young and you just looking at women in that light, as you get older, bro, that's not what's up.
Right.
It's just not what's up. You can't continue to objectify women going forward, always just looking at her from a physical standpoint, because it's more than that. You feel what I'm saying?
And I feel like on that same note, it also affects the bonds that you make with people, because like you said, when you start to view women and objectify them as just sexual creatures, you kind of eliminate that real bond between getting to really know them, who they are, how they treat you.
Yeah. That's our take on pornography. That's what we thought that it brings to the society that we're living in today and how we want to see it moving forward. So once again, I'm Alex.
I'm Luke.
And we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.